What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mobile video. So today, the USS9 Strongbox has officially been released to the public, and I think it's time that we do a review for it. So I originally thought I was going to do a review video on this last Sunday because usually that's when the Strongbox like this does come out, but no, on today, I guess Friday, the 4th of April, we finally got our hands on the USS9, and I know a lot of people we're kind of like eyeballing this Strongbox to see whether or not it was worth buying, because keep in mind, not everyone can afford the mythic skin. But of course, they want to see whether or not this would be, I guess, a good alternative. It's understandable given that the USS9 typically has a pretty bad iron sight. Whether or not you're using the regular or you're using that Battle Pass skin that came out alongside it, it's just going to have a bad iron sight all over. The only way to have a good iron sight is if you are using the mythic variant. So I'm actually kind of disappointed to say that it won't be the case for this blueprint either. I was assuming that the iron sight would be a little bit better, but in fact, it might be a little bit worse than the original, if not just the same. So the Strongbox for the USS9 is basically a set of skins that I guess typically have, the same structure, but just in different colors. For me, I guess unfortunately, I ended up getting the pink one and I wasn't really willing to just buy another one. So yes, this is basically what I got. As identical as these skins look, they of course have different names based on what color you have. So mine is called the Prehistoric Pop Pink, but there's other ones such as the Prehistoric Pop Aqua, they have the Pop Star, and just the regular Prehistoric Pop, which is just the original skin color. They all have all the same attachments that are associated with the blueprint. You are going to have a different colored red dot sight, and I decided to have some gameplay with it just to show you guys how it looks like. Again, the structure doesn't look really too crazy. If anything, it's just the same as the basic USS9. But of course, there are some unique features to it, especially with skins like this that have like multiple different colors with the same structure. They have some animations around the monolithic suppressor, as well as a design of basically a T-Rex spitting out fire for some reason. But of course, depending on the color of the skin, it's going to be pink fire or blue fire or maybe yellow fire. Mine, of course, has the pink fire. I mean, it's still probably the best color out of all of them, despite my, I guess, bias against pink. I'm just saying that because I'm sure that's typically not a color that most guys would have. But of course, some people would argue that it takes a true man to wear pink sometimes. So it doesn't have any sort of special animations when reloading or anything like that. There's no special inspecs. The only animations that you will see are basically from the fire. Of course, if you do use a seasonal camo, it's basically gonna get rid of the entire dinosaur design. And if you use any normal completionist camo, it's gonna get rid of the dinosaur design, but it will keep the flame there. For some reason on the monolithic suppressor, even if you have a seasonal camo, it will still have those animations there. So that's a plus, I guess. But just I don't know, like these types of skins are cool, but at the same time, it kind of sucks because you want to put a camo over them, but you know the main design's just going to completely fall apart. And it makes it even more pointless knowing that the iron sight has not changed at all. So you're still basically running the base gun. So having a skin like this is kind of pointless if you want to put a camo over it. And I know a lot of players are typically going to think the same way that I do. There might be some that really don't care about putting a camo on their blueprint and they'll just run it bare bones the way that it is right now. But unfortunately, that's not how everyone thinks. And I think that's going to be a turnoff to a lot of people once they find out how the iron sight truly looks like. I feel like the iron sight is really where they kind of dropped the ball because they had a lot of potential of improving the iron sight for all those people that didn't want to, go ahead and buy a mythic or a legendary that may come in the future. I haven't really used the regular iron sight in a while, basically since the gun came out. So I can't really tell you whether or not for sure it has less aim shake. For all of you guys that still have the base skin, maybe you guys could tell me for yourselves, but it does seem to be a little bit more stable. I've seen how the epic skin works, and it kind of reacts in like this very weird way when you're firing it, where it kind of covers the top part so you can't see where you're shooting. But with this one, I could say that it looks a tiny bit more stable, but I don't really know how to comment on the original base gun. I don't really know how that works anymore. Also, I don't know if this skin is actually based on some sort of Modern Warfare skin from the past. I know they've had like a lot of different types of anime skins, but This might have been maybe a tracer round type of gun. If anything, the pink one looks like something that would have been from Modern Warfare 2019. But at the end of the day, whether or not it's worth it is kind of up to you. But for me personally, the way that I see it, I don't really think it's worth picking up because it doesn't change the iron sight. Yes, it's a nice design, but again, it all cancels out if you decide to put a camo over it, specifically seasonal. So overall, it just doesn't really seem like it's something worth getting. I know most of you guys would probably be able to get it for free with all the golden coupons that you guys have saved up, but I don't know. I mean, I would save your coupons for something more interesting. But anyways, that's going to be it for the entire review for the Strongbox skins. Again, they're all identical to each other. I don't really think it's worth picking up, given that it doesn't change too much. But of course, some of you guys might be diehard fans of the USS 9 for whatever reason. I would probably just say because it's overpowered. But yeah, if you guys want to pick it up, that's up to you. And yeah, anyways, have a wonderful day, guys.